culture of living in apartments is growing rapidly in the developed cities of the country. Despite this, many people still prefer to build a house by taking a plot, and others want to buy a ready-made house. If you are thinking of doing the same, then you should consider factors like price, location, amenities, office location, and so on. Today, we will tell you what will be more profitable for you, whether to buy a flat or a house. How to get your dream home at a reasonable price. A flat is always cheaper than building a house on a plot. Property prices are generally very high in cities. A good house in a well-developed area will cost 1 to 1.5 crore rupees. That's why people prefer to buy flats in metros and tier 2 cities because it comes within their budget. Flats offer more amenities than a house. While buying a flat or a house, consider the facilities that you need. Many modern facilities like security, parking, power backup, fire safety, swimming pool are available in a flat. At the same time, you have to arrange these facilities on your own in case you choose to build a house. There are many such projects in which both flats and plots are available. By buying a plot in such projects, you can avail of these facilities. Freedom to change interiors and exteriors. One of the advantages of buying a house is that you can get the interior or exterior designed as per your wish, while this is not the case when it comes to flats. Generally, changes in exterior construction are not allowed in flats. So from where should you apply for loan? It is easier to get a home loan to buy a flat than a house. Many banks offer pre-approved loans for residential projects. The process of applying for a home loan to build a house is a bit complicated. Property documents are scrutinized and the credit history of the borrower is checked. Banks lend only 70% of the value of the plot. You have to arrange for the remaining amount yourself. Whereas in case of flats, banks finance loan up to 90% of the value. Maintenance cost. On the maintenance cost front, you may get some relief if you choose to build a house. For the security, lift, and cleanliness of your flat, you have to pay maintenance charges every month. Whereas the maintenance cost of a house is little less than that of the flats. Now, which is better in terms of returns? Buying a house can be a profitable deal in terms of returns. As the house gets older, the value of the cost of its construction decreases, but the value of the property increases. On the other hand, in case of the flats, if the location is very good, then the value will keep on increasing, or else the price will stop rising at one point of time. But one advantage of choosing a house is that it can be put on rent by making many floors on it. Easy to sell flat because it is cheaper. It takes more time to sell a property than it takes in case of other types of assets. As far as houses and flats are concerned, due to the higher price, it may take more time to sell a house. As flats are cheaper, the demand for flats in cities is higher. In such a situation, it is a little easier to sell a flat than a house. However, selling flats is a bit difficult in small towns where people prefer houses. Krunal Daima, director of Maple Group of Companies, says that both flats and houses have their own advantages. If you live in a place where land is cheap, such as in tier 3 cities or villages, then you can buy a house. At the same time, flats should be considered in metro, tier 1 or tier 2 city because it will be cheaper.